overcoming lust. I think this is a video that will help a lot of men out there. I know there's a lot of men doing nofap and retention and things like that, but I kind of wanted to bring a more holistic, sort of spiritual, light perspective to it all. Because personally, it never resonated with me to practice those things. And when I did practice those modalities or, retention or nofap, it was good at first, to let go of those external vices like corn and things like that. But, it doesn't prepare you for life and the experiences that life will throw at you. And so in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the ways to help you integrate your sexual energy and integrate that lustful instinct that we have as men to help you align closer to the peace and freedom within yourself. And I'd say the first thing is realizing that when you have urges or when you are aware of your sexual energy within your body, it's becoming aware of that and realizing that it's not a bad thing. The second you start putting judgment on your sexual energy and you start thinking things like, I shouldn't be feeling this, I shouldn't have this desire, I shouldn't have this urge, then that's resistance, That's resistance to your own energy. And the good old saying is, what you resist persists. But I kind of like to take it a step further in this case and say what you resist will inevitably explode and come out, in a crazy way. You'll find yourself doing things that, what am I doing here? Or you'll be with someone and then you'll finish and then you'll be like, what am I doing? Like, why am I here? And that's what happens when, from my experience, when you resist your sexual energy and resist those, the energy within yourself. Because anything that you resist within yourself, you will eventually push out, inevitably, you'll push out into the world. And if you do that, that's okay, as in you'll search for those experiences, and that's okay, because we all have our destiny, and if you're destined to have those experiences, there's nothing you can say or do that's going to stop you from having those experiences. But if you're watching this video, then that means that you have an awareness of your sexual energy and the lust within, again. And the word lust has such a negative connotation, I think, and, I even had friends when I was younger, in my earlier 20s, mid-20s, practicing retention and sexual energy transmutation, all these sort of things. But I tried those things and it never worked because I didn't know it at the time, but you see those things as, your mind sees those things as resistance, and it is resistance. But when you learn to allow your energy, as in you feel your energy within, without judging it, that's a freedom that no one talks about, I feel, in these videos and in a real life situation. Because if you're practicing nofap and retention and you're like, yeah, I'm doing great, and then you go out into the world and you're at the supermarket or at the beach or whatever, and then life will throw someone in your life, like life will put you in front of a woman or a woman in front of you or whatever, to elicit that sexual energy within you so that you can face it. And it's going to show you that aspect of yourself to love and embrace. It's not showing you these things to punish you or anything like that. It's not how the universe works. It's showing you these aspects to love, accept, and embrace within yourself. And if you're abiding by these strong principles of nofap and retention, I can't do this, I can't do that, that is like the strongest form of judgment. And you're inevitably going to crash, or you're going to relapse, or whatever those words they use. And from my experience, what has worked is that just bring awareness to what you feel. And if you decide to have experiences with people, do it as consciously as you can. Be as present as you can. And with that acceptance, hello birdie. With that acceptance of your energy, it turns into a love and appreciation energy. So, you might have someone in front of you that elicits a lustful or strong sexual desire within you, but the moment you bring awareness to that and acceptance, it transcends not only your energy, but also the experience. It elevates the experience to that of neutrality, which is love. And, you know, women might give you feedback, you know, they might say, you're so calm, or you have a peaceful aura, or you're at peace, you know. And little do a lot of people know that that's the energy of love. Love is not what people think. It's not this dramatic highs and lows of romance and, you know, passion. That's not love. That's all to do with lust and sexual energy and a lot of the programming and conditioning that we have been brought up into through society. But when you bring awareness to your own energy and it transmutes the addictive component